Here's what the most democratic nation in the Middle East is doing, going after people in the media. They shut down Al Jazeera media group that's in Jerusalem after raiding their offices. Let's get real here. A democratic government wouldn't be attacking people in the media. They wouldn't be killing people in the media. They wouldn't be trying to suppress people's free speech by shutting down media groups that they don't like. So, yeah, the Israeli government is not the most democratic nation in the world. It is showing that it's one of the least democratic nations in the world.
The Israeli government has shut down media company Al Jazeera, banning it from broadcasting or operating inside Israel. The country's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claims Al Jazeera is harming Israeli security, a claim the broadcaster firmly rejects. The ABC.
Yeah, they're harming Israeli security by broadcasting what the Israeli government is actually doing in Gaza.
Middle East correspondent Alison Horn has the latest from Jerusalem.
Israel says it's a country of free press. Now it's shut down Al Jazeera's operations here, claiming the broadcaster is threatening Israel's security, including inciting harm towards Israel and Israeli soldiers.
Well, this is something like what Russia would do when Putin doesn't like a media company or what the journalists are saying, or in China when a media company or journalist tries to speak out against what the Chinese government is, or they'll just say, "Hey, this person's a security risk to the CCP," so they're going to shut it down. Like, this isn't something a democratic government does. This is what a fascist authoritarian government does.
When the Israeli cabinet made the decision, it was effective immediately. Al Jazeera staff have told us Israeli police swarmed their offices here in Jerusalem and started seizing equipment. And on the TV, the Al Jazeera channel here went black. Al Jazeera.
Now, if Russia were to do this, or any other government were to start attacking the media, killing people in the media like the Israeli government does, Biden would be speaking out against it, but I doubt he's going to say anything about the Israeli government going after the media in Israel and killing journalists in Gaza.
It says it's being punished for publishing information that doesn't support the Israeli narrative in this current war between Israel and Hamas. And they say they're considering legal options to fight the decision.
This decision is a very dangerous one. Israel cannot claim all the time that she's a democracy, that it's democracy, and at the same time they are cutting and prevent the journalists to do their job.
Yeah, how can Israel say they're all about freedom of the press when they're denying freedom of the press to these journalists? It goes to show that the Israeli government is lying when they say they're about freedom for all, when it's only freedom for a select group of people.
After a discussion at the Security Cabinet and following my directive, the government will today discuss the closing of Al Jazeera broadcasts in Israel. Al Jazeera reporters harmed Israel's security and incited against IDF soldiers. It is time to remove the Hamas mouthpiece from our country.
Now,
how did they incite whatever against the IDF, and how are they a security risk just reporting on what's going on in Gaza? And if they can do this to Al Jazeera, they can do this to any media company working in Israel and only have state-run Israeli media playing.
technically, this move is a temporary measure. The ban lasts for 45 days, but it can then be renewed. And this is an unprecedented move by the Israeli government. The Foreign Press Association here has labelled it a dark day for media and democracy. And it warns other foreign media are now at risk if Israel too deems they are acting against the state.
Yeah, all the Israeli government had to do is say there's security risk and boom, they think they get to remove people's freedoms. Though, again, it goes to show that the Israeli government isn't a democratic government. It's a fascist authoritarian government.
Al Jazeera is owned by Qatar, which is playing a key role at the moment, mediating a possible ceasefire and hostage release deal between Israel and Hamas. It's unclear what effect this decision will have on those mediations, but Al Jazeera says